behind me and put his hands around my throat and threw me down onto the concrete and kicked my face in with his boot and dragged me down onto the train tracks and tied my hands back with his coat. And I was slipping out of consciousness as he was slipping down my jeans, and he was punching me and humping me, and I slipped off into a dream. So it might have just been a delusion, but I thought I heard him say something like, "Artists are pussies." Then he climbed back up and ran away. So I lay there in the darkness on the train tracks, cold and broken. The hours passed and I thought, well, maybe I won't remaster that old album. Then I started thinking maybe it really wasn't even Will Oldham, even though he did hold my arms and fuck me just like Will sings in A Sucker's Evening. But whether it was him or wasn't, I couldn't forget the words he'd spoken. Artists are pussies like we're wusses, or we end up getting fucked. And other kinds of folks are dicks, tall, smart, and strong, and born to fuck us up. I know it sounds really terrible, awkward, sexist analogy, but at that moment there on the train tracks, it made a lot of sense to me. Maybe it's just some kind of natural balance, like two types of mental gender that's gone on in all societies. Supposed to let's stay normal and calm, and be against the thermonuclear bomb. But why do as you're told? Fortune favors the bold. I tell you, fear itself's the only thing you should fear, and ignoring problems won't make them disappear. And don't put Q-tips too far into your ear, but why do as you're told? Fortune favors the bold. I see both good and evil in the basic Homo sapien essence. And the one lesson of history is people don't learn history's lessons. I tell you, leave the kitchen if you can't speak the evil spell. But anyway, fast forward to today. It's Ash and Linda in an Oldsmobile. Ash knows an empty shack that's in the woods way back. As a romantic trip, it seems ideal. She's got a lovely necklace, but they both get reckless when they find a tape deck and press play. It's some historian who found that book again, reading out loud the spells you shouldn't say. So the things get into Ash's girlfriend Linda. She attacks and he chops off her head with shovel, tools, and vice. Ash has to kill her twice. I guess that's why they're called the Evil Dead. For Ash's next big mess, his hand becomes possessed, and it keeps laughing, though it's unclear how. But he fights back and stabs it, sees a chainsaw, grabs it, chops it off, and yells, "Who's laughing now?" Meanwhile, like lambs to slaughter, the historian's daughter, Annie, and her research partner, Ed, take Jake and Bobby Joe as to the shack they go to bring more pages from the Book of the Dead. But Annie's folks are gone, and Annie guesses wrong that Ash killed them, though he tries to tell